JPmorganChase's CEO, Jamie Dimon, was in Harlem to help commemorate the 5th anniversary for the creation of the Chase Harlem Community Center branch. The branch's mission was to go out and educate underserved communities about household and business finance.
This space actually doubles as a space where local small businesses as well as community organizations can book free of charge to hold employee trainings and or meetings.
What's Eating Harlem was here in 2019 to speak with Nicole King, who was the first branch manager when the branch opened. You opened one of the first community centers here in Harlem. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, well, it's the first. And What's Eating Harlem has been with me this entire journey. And, we're sitting here in the flagship community center for JPmorganChase, and we're about to celebrate 5 years. And what that meant at the time, to be quite honest, I didn't know what this would be. I just knew when I got the job as a community manager, I knew that I wanted to make an indelible impact. And I knew that it was time for me to really elevate the community of Harlem and put it on the pedestal that it so rightfully deserves because of the history here. When I think about my own history, my history started in Harlem. My ancestors actually journeyed from Jamaica to Harlem here in the 1920s. My dad is from Harlem, and just Harlem is just the mecca of everything great when it comes to Black America. So to be sitting in the first ever flagship community branch of JPmorganChase and to have the responsibility of opening this center and really making it as an economic and educational hub for the community, I'm just so grateful.
Another goal of the bank is to build partnerships within the community. Michelle Henry is the East Region Executive for Corporate Responsibility. Michelle, it's a pleasure to be sitting here with you today.
Thank you.
Can you tell me about your role here at Chase?
I lead a team that engages with local partners. Think about nonprofit organizations, ethnic chambers, advocacy groups, civil rights groups. And we develop relationships with those organizations, those partners, like ones here in Harlem, because we really want to understand what the local needs are and how we can deploy our resources from across the firm to meet those local needs.
And what's the process of creating and opening a community center such as this one?
Sure. So we had a vision for really moving from sort of transactional banking to more community building. And we thought that Harlem, this neighborhood, would be an excellent place to really sort of build out this vision. But we knew that we first needed to kind of test it with the folks who we thought would be benefiting from the branch. And so, we had been working in this neighborhood for a number of years and had a number of community partners who we identified, and we brought them in for what we called a round table, right? Just similar to this conversation, right? Sort of sitting around and really asking pointed questions about how we were thinking about our vision. We laid it out for them, we waited for the feedback, and trust me, Tabitha, the feedback came.
Community partners such as HCCI, which provides economic development and empowerment opportunities for Harlem residents, and Strive New York, a workforce development agency that operates in the 5 boroughs. We spoke with Strive New York's Executive Director, Aisha George, about the partnership. How did Strive come to partner with JPmorganChase?
Well, JPmorganChase and Strive have been philanthropic partners together for many years, but it was when Chase opened the community bank here at the helm of Nicole that we've been able to partner deeper and more collaboratively with helping our students and our alumni to be able to connect to financial literacy.
And what exactly is that impact and how has it grown?
The impact has grown in many different ways, mainly with being able to serve our community directly, so eliminating the barrier of access, right? Being right here in the community, serving the people, has been a great resource.
Another partner Chase is teamed with is the City College of New York, conducting seminars with students on how to manage their finances.
We've had a partnership for a number of years now with JPmorganChase through their Advancing Black Pathways initiative. General Powell was on the advisory committee to Advancing Black Pathways and made that connection for us. They've been mentoring our students. They've been providing internships and opportunities for our students at the bank. But this is really the inauguration of something new, which is for all of our students creating a pathway to understanding how to manage personal finance.
Chase also has brought in celebrities such as Kevin Hart.
You can't pick and choose when you wanna grind. You can't pick and choose when we wanna bear down and get after it. You can't pick and choose. Either we're gonna do it or not. When I say the word we, that means us, whoever this thing is. If we're involved in it, then we're involved in it. But you don't play hopscotch with life. You can't put one foot in and one foot out. It's not that's not how it works.
Damon John.
In '92, when I started really took a stab at starting my company, you know, what had happened to Rodney King had already happened. I saw people burning businesses, and I said, I'm not going to get anywhere doing that. How am I going to get anywhere? I'm going to get someplace by empowering myself.
And BMX athlete Nigel Sylvester to share their financial know-how with community members. Other community events like holiday entertainment gatherings and food drives, which included money advice seminars. This event, named Legends, showcased women entrepreneurs and Chase executives to support women in business. On this day, Chase CEO Jamie Dimon was making the rounds to all of New York City's community center branches. He fittingly came to Harlem first, because this is where it all began. And fittingly, Nicole King was the first manager to greet him amongst the managers and entrepreneurs, because she is one of the main catalysts behind the tremendous success of this initiative. She now supervises 18 JPmorganChase community branches across New York City. Nicole is known affectionately as Harlem's banker.
I love the title, but it's not really the title, it's the meaning behind the title. So I gave that the name Harlem's Banker. In fact, when I started as a banker, because I always had the mindset of educating my community first and leading with education before anything else. So I developed a strong following because we know Harlem did not look like the way it looks today. There was no Whole Foods, there was no Trader Joe's. It just was a different place. And what I did was I really went out to the community, even in my role as a licensed banker, and I really led with education, and I was able to develop a strong following based on trust and folks seeing me as them because I am from the community, and they just love the fact that I really, really took pride in being from Harlem and really educating the community on what it meant to be financially free.
These community partners, entrepreneurs, and Chase managers can all get their flowers for a job well done for 5 years and counting.
There's perfect.
Here's where you're looking.
Okay, there we go. You're looking right here.
Right here.
Perfect.